Hey y'all. I'm doing this really quick. I'm gonna be going out of town, so I have a live that I need to get done. Um, don't mind the TV in the background. I have hard hearing, so it's up loud. um, but I have some devastating news I want to bring to you guys. This is out of my area. Well, I know where Sandusky is at. I know where the Ohio Turnpike is at. I know one of where the state high patrol offices sit. Like I'm born and raised in Port Clinton, Sandusky area, which I know. Um, this is very sad. Two kids, two adults killed on a crash on Ohio Turnpike. Of the night. As I'm drinking my morning coffee, I'm gonna be. Ow! Damn it! I'm gonna be going to my mom's. I think we might do something to celebrate my birthday early. I don't know. Um, it's the end of the month, so nobody has any money. That's how it usually happens every year on my birthday. So, yeah, I don't know exactly how this crash happened. We just know that two kids and two adults were killed. So, Sandusky, Ohio, 4 people died Monday morning in a crash on the Highway Turnpike, according to the State Highway Patrol. The crash happened on the turnpike at milepost 82 in Sandusky County around 4:40 a.m. The statement from OSHP said 4 people inside the tractor trailer died in the crash. The victims were identified as Roland Torres and LeBron, 27, Alicia Morals, 23, and 2 children, whose names were not disclosed. I remember this episode too, of the heat of the night. Okay, so investigating said LeBron said from Buffalo, New York. Troopers said LeBron was driving a tractor trailer westbound on the turnpike when he hit a Ford F-450 and continued on the left side of the road. The tractor trailer hit a concrete barrier, retained in the road, continued off to the right side of the road, hit the sign, and then stopped for good. Wow. The 38 Ford, driven by a 38-year-old man, Circlesville, also left the left side of the road and hit a concrete barrier and came to the stop at the shoulder. The 4 people in the tractor trailer died in the crash. Investigators said the driver of the Ford suffered injuries described as non-threatening. The crash is still under investigation. Here we go.
There's no greater pastime on a fine morning than observing the curious habits of humans. Effortlessly cool, undeniably chic, accidentally iconic.
And that's going to be something to really remember as we go through the next, say, 24 hours or so, that you're going to have those rougher conditions because of the northerly wind direction that's going to be moving through, and it's going to be a little gustier at times as well. So waves out on the lake 3 to 6 feet. This is going to lead to a high rip current risk. So please just make sure you are not really spending a lot of time in the water. Enjoy from the shoreline, but not really the time to be spending time in Lake Erie. Water temperatures a little cooler as a result of that north wind. We're mid to upper 70s across the area, but the fact that the water temperature may be slightly warmer than the air temperature, it means that we may get a couple water spouts out over the lake as we go through the course of this afternoon. Very typical fall-like setup that's going to be really underway for us as we go through the later part of today. Again, we mentioned the high current risk, so please just stay out of the water. Waves will be about 3 to 6 feet as we continue on through not only tonight, but especially through the day on Thursday. Good news for us, at least as of right now, Now, we're not seeing a whole lot of rain moving through at this time, so if you have some early lunch plans, you don't necessarily have to factor in the shower opportunities, at least as of this point. And temperatures are much cooler as well, mid to upper 60s to about lower 70s, where we are seeing some sunshine, temperatures mid 70s down to the south. We'll walk you through everything that you need to know to get you through the next couple of days, and of course give you a weekend preview coming up in just a few minutes.
Okay, Erica, thank you. Well, this morning, the medical examiner is working to identify the person recovered in Lake Erie near the pier at Edgewater Beach in Cleveland. That body was recovered late yesterday afternoon. Police are trying to determine if the person they found yesterday is the 60-year-old man who fell off the Edgewater Pier on Sunday night. Now, while that identification process is underway, the two brothers who struggled against the riptide in Bay Village over the weekend, these are the two young men. They're still missing in the lake. Officers tell us 19-year-old Trent Sanchez and 22-year-old Austin Lobby went for a swim Sunday at Huntington Beach in Bay Village. Couldn't make it back to shore. At the time, dangerous rip currents forced the search to be called off. We know recovery efforts continued yesterday, and crews are out there again today. The Summit Metro Parks are working to keep you and your stuff safe, so they're adding more ranger patrols in the parking lots. They say 7 cars were broken into there in just the past 2 weeks.
Majority of them are people will actually smash the window in the parking lot and take the purse. It's most of the time the vehicles are locked. We come across them when we make the report, but however, unfortunately, they are actually breaking the window to the vehicle to access it.
All right, to keep your stuff safe, rangers suggest you actually leave it at home or take that stuff with you when visiting the park. So far, no arrests for these break-ins have been made. If you know anything that can help, give rangers a call. Crime Stoppers is also offering a $2,000 reward for more information.
Summit Metro Park.
Community groups are calling for a crime ceasefire. Isabella Roberts went to Akron to hear this plan on how they want to stop the violence.
Our kids are dying, so every sense of gun violence is dear to our hearts. No incident is higher than the other. These are our babies. So every incident is real, and every incident is the same, and every incident is a heartbreak to us.
Reverend Ray Green Jr. stood with other community leaders from Nonstop Growth and Hype, helping young people elevate, to announce their plan for a 72-hour ceasefire in Akron over Labor Day weekend.
You know, historically and nationwide, violence tends to spike at holidays.
In order to keep the peace, these organizations are hosting events throughout Akron over Labor Day weekend, like basketball games, community cookouts, and even what they're calling peace talks.
We are working together to curb the violence for a weekend that allows for our kids to have safe passages back to school.
That's awesome.
Reverend Green says weekends like this are just the beginning when it comes to reducing violence in Akron, and he's hoping lawmakers will pay attention.
These men are helping to rebuild our community. Now it's time for our lawmakers to do their job, which create policy, divert.
You know, that is so true, you guys. What this young man is doing, both of these 3 people are doing, are amazing. This organization is probably going to help a lot, and I hope it works out a lot, because that would be great. I would love to see something like that in Toledo when we have a holiday or something, because it usually does happen on holidays. We usually have the worst shit happening on holidays. Just so you all can see that, you know. I can't believe the article was wrong, but I swear, the violence in this world is just, it's unpredictable. And it's crazy. It's so crazy. I need to pack a suitcase. I have not done that yet. I'm just like chilling, drinking my coffee. Got my Scooby-Doo blanket. Just chilling. Watching the heat of the night. My coffee tables are a mess, but I could give you a glimpse of the cutest dog ever on the couch. He's sleeping. But that is I really hope this program does work out because I think it's going to be a great program.
Money from the police department to programs like this.
And that events
Clear that the current plans for the stadium will not fly because the stadium is too high and it will create potential problems for air traffic. Now, this comes after the FAA approved the Haslam's plans. Brook Park leaders met last night. Vic Gideon has more in the Stadium Showdown.
19 News received letters which show in March the city contacted both the FAA and ODOT, pointing out the dome would be 58 feet above the acceptable level. A second letter sent in June stating the city's position had not changed. Brook Park's mayor remains optimistic and confident the stadium will get built.
We will still continue to fight cheerfully for this
So
project.
at least you know, with this news channel, the videos don't add up. Because I thought this video was going to explain the accident and it didn't. So, shout out to WTBG staff for not putting the right video with the article. I mean, come on. We were expecting the article to be, well, at least I was. I was expecting the article to be the accident. Instead, we have 3 different other topics into one video. I don't understand that, but okay. As we're looking, I don't see no video describing the accident.
Or just a fan. Vehicle breakdowns are costly. It started tugging. Started making some really weird noises. I kept hearing ding, ding, ding.
WOIO. I like to call them and say, hey, you have the wrong video on your article. We were expecting it to be the accident. But okay, let's continue.
You can never pay out of pocket for a costly repair again. They covered a $14,000 engine replacement.
Requested a meeting with the director of ODOT. The Browns can request an appeal hearing by the end of the month. In the newsroom, Vic Gideon, 19 News.
Thank you.
A warning to parents now about the dangers of kids drinking energy drinks. Health professionals say you should monitor how often your kid has things like Red Bull or those Monster energy drinks. Some of these have 3 times the caffeine of an 8-ounce cup of coffee. Energy drinks are known to cause problems for kids, including sleep disruption, anxiety, even high blood pressure.
It's important to realize that caffeine is a stimulant. So kids, especially younger kids, they're still developing. The American Academy of Pediatrics absolutely recommends no energy drinks for any child or adolescent.
All right, and we're told that all parents should remember the first and best option for all ages is drinking water.
And you have to drink bottled water. You guys can't be out here buying or drinking tap water. And please don't give tap water to your guys' pets either. Don't give it to your kids. Get a purifier. Get bottles of water. Do not drink tap water. I'm sorry to say this, but no tap water is safe. I don't drink tap water. The only thing I use maybe from the tap water is my ice cubes. And I don't even like to use those.
With Endurance, you've got coverage that can keep you.
I mean, if you guys think about it, last week I just did a video on it with the tap water being bad. It's not good.
Hey, we'll talk about how cool it's going to get coming up.
Cleveland's only all-weather newscast. Stream First Alert Focus weekdays at 7:30 on 19 News Plus.
Music up, doors off, shades on.
So there's nothing left of that article. So yeah, I just wanted to bring that to you guys' attention. I thought that was very important. A lot of the amusement parks are having a hard time. They're all going through some shit right now. Kroger's closing 2 Fred Meyer stores.
is, isn't it? Oh, where'd you get her?
Perfume. Stupid little bag. So I'm glad I ran into you because I wanted to say something.
The heat of the night is on, sorry. So Android is finally getting one of the iMessage's best feature. I wish my Android would have an iPhone type thing. Ew. Let's go to this.
Kevin, from a investor standpoint, healthcare biotech can be.
We're back now with this week's Dirty Dining Report. Rodent droppings in the kitchen for the second time in a nearby dumpster, teeming with filth that's fueling the problem.
Local 10's Jeff Wines here takes you inside 3 South Florida restaurants ordered shut for violations that could make you sick.
Florida.
Man, the back of this place looks like a junkyard. It is 7881 West Sample Road. That's in Coral Springs, and we have been here before. Back in July 2024, Tarka Kebab was ordered shut for a rodent issue, and it happened again last week. In fact, inspectors were back here based on a consumer complaint. Hello?
Yes, sir.
How are you today?
I'm good.
What happened?
Nothing has happened. It's normal, like you guys come back and make
What?
like this.
It happened again last year. What happened, man? Among the 12 violations found, rodent droppings in the kitchen, by a refrigerator, under dry storage shelves, by the cook line. Hood filters were heavily soiled with grease. A wall behind cooking equipment was caked with grease. And food debris, that's a repeat violation. The owner comes out again. What happened?
Nothing, sir. Nothing.
Rodent droppings again?
Thank you.
What do you say to customers, sir?
And not far from that kitchen door is all of this.
Out back, there is a nasty sight, this overflowing dumpster full of rotting food and maggots. The rules are the lid must remain closed at all times.
This stuff's all out back. This stuff attracts rodents.
This back area is disgusting. What about your dumpster? We moved to Fort Lauderdale. This original pancake house also ordered shut last week. The location, 2851 North Federal Highway, and this is the manager right here.
How are you, sir?
Among the violations that led to a state-ordered emergency closure last week, live roaches crawling on a wall behind a flip-top cooler, next to a hand sink at the cook line, under a freezer, and on the floor. An employee tells us the manager won't come out to talk.
He said he has no comment.
He can't talk to it? No one can talk to us?
He's busy. He's on the phone doing orders.
Our final stop takes us to South Miami, 7400 Southwest 57th Avenue. 15 violations found.
Okay, anybody who's living in Florida right now, y'all better move and don't eat there in Florida. Disgustingly, like, that is gross. I haven't even heard of Toledo restaurants having that many violations and having cockroaches crawling everywhere. Yuck. Uh-oh, so they're gonna try to come in and kill this guy. Yep, there he is.
After a few seconds, I heard him say something, but his eyes opened slowly, and then he mumbled something again that I didn't understand. But I thought that it had to be a good sign of something.
Excuse me, sir. Can I see some identification? Sure.
Uh-oh, hold on, guys. I'll bring it back to you in just a moment.
At La Placita Taco Grill.
There's no manager here. There's no manager. Okay. You see rodent droppings, you see roaches, you see flies. No.
Among the violations found, rodent droppings right above a sink, inside a freezer, in the insulation. Roaches were spotted behind a triple sink, on a cutting board, on a prep table, and they were also cited for flying insect issues.
Try on Friday, maybe?
Try Friday. Okay. There's not a manager that'll be here till Friday? Really? Well, that could be the problem. Anything to say to customers? Anything you want people to know about this place? No. It's nice talking to you, too. All the places mentioned allowed to reopen following an ordered cleanup and then a re-inspection. Jeff Weinseer, Local 10 News.
Let me show you 3 phone mistakes made by everyone. Number 1 is deleting photos manually. Number 2 is deleting all the apps on the phone.
Okay, let's hear that one more time. Come on. Work, would ya? Oh, we're gonna have a buffering moment, y'all. I wanted to hear that. I cannot believe that. All those roaches crawling in that restaurant. Get him! Got him. Heat of the Night. I love this show. Well, Virgil Tibbs got him. Whoops. I don't know why it's not working now. It was working just fine. And then all of a sudden now, my internet wants to go out. Hold, please. Okay, so now we know that the restaurants in Miami and in Florida, they're all nasty. We'll get back to you guys on that. Since I'm going to be going out of town, I do want to show you guys this person I found. I'm really starting to kind of like the channel. Please go and sub and subscribe. Disclaimer 1976 Act. This is used for fair use, commentary. Do your own research. I'm giving a shout out to this guy for bringing this. I didn't know half of these creators were here before me, and somebody that we all know. I know a lot of you guys will know this person that's coming, that he's going to talk about. You may know all the people he's going to be talking about. But this channel has brought out the bad YouTubers and even the female ones. So, I'm going to hit play, and boom.
Down on camera.
I just had a complete breakdown on Twitter.
To lovely Peaches saying what no mother ever should.
I'm going to kill my own baby.
Here are 10 female YouTubers who got exposed as predators. Starting with Zoe Laverne, who was once the golden girl of TikTok with millions of viewers and everything a Gen Z influencer could ask for. Behind the lip syncs and filters, however, was a story that unraveled into something far darker than cheating scandals or internet drama. But this was not just any kiss. It was one between 19-year-old Zoe and 13-year-old fellow TikToker Connor Joyce. And it wasn't just a moment taken out of context.
She kissed me, and as time went on, things started picking up to a worse and worse level. She would engage in sexual conversations with me, sending me pictures, calling me on the phone, doing things on the phone with me, etc.
Worse, All this happened while Zoe Laverne was still very much in a public on and off relationship with Cody Orlov, making this a case of betrayal instead of just bad judgment. If she was hurting, she should have talked to Cody and not cheat on him. Initially, Zoe tried to deny these allegations, but her ex-boyfriend Cody didn't let her.
Zoe admitted that she cheated, but they're saying that when it was on a break. We were not on a break.
And in response, Zoe finally admitted everything.
I'm tired of the bullshit. I'm tired of getting me put down because I'm a girl and I have feelings and I have a sensitive heart. So I'm not doing it anymore.
I'm gonna tell the truth. I'm gonna tell you the truth. It happened. Yes, it happened. It's not, there's nothing that can do. The video was leaked. And it's out there.
This did nothing to stop the internet from labeling her a predator. Ma'am, you are 19. You should never, ever be catching feelings for a 13-year-old. But despite being exposed, Zoe Laverne has yet to be canceled. Unlike Lainey Bott, who lost everything after being exposed as a groomer and child predator. Now known as Kai Jackson, at the time, Lainey Bott branded herself as a soft-spoken queer icon.
So today I've decided I'm going to throw a gender reveal party for myself. I identify as agender, which to me means basically genderless.
But behind the non-binary pride flags and pastel vlogs was a disturbing truth. Kai rose to fame as the partner of controversial YouTuber Onision and often appeared as the more grounded, normal one in their chaotic relationship.
What do you hate about me?
That you're mean.
That's fair.
And you call me names.
Yep, I'm very mean. I call names.
But allegations soon revealed that Kai wasn't just complicit, she was actively grooming young fans.
I was 13. So you were a fan of them? Like, that was the relationship, like you being a fan of them? I was like the biggest fan.
Once that bond was established, things turned darker with one of the most disturbing allegations coming from Sarah, a former fan who moved in with the couple as a minor under the promise of safety.
Hey Lainey, I'm 14. And he said, oh, you look older. He sent me a message that said, I'm about to delete this app, here's my phone number, and he gave me his phone number. And at this time I was 14.
But when she turned 18, she was pressured into an sexual relationship with both Kai and Onision.
The two told me that they kissed at the airport, and things generally seemed okay. One night we were all laying in bed together. Her girlfriend was on one side, and I was on the other. Both of us found ourselves kissing Lainey pretty heavily. Her girlfriend was kissing her lips, I was kissing her neck, and vice versa.
This left no doubt that Kai's goal was never connection. It was access, bringing underage girls into the toxic orbit of both themselves and Onision. And the internet made its verdict loud and clear. That despite the overwhelming digital evidence, however, neither Kai nor Onision have been charged. And while both creators have been banned and demonetized across most platforms with their reputations destroyed, the lasting impact they had on their victims remains.
That's really sad. That's really, really sad. These victims never thought they would get online and meet somebody or find, you know, like, it's sad.
But Lainey Bott wasn't the only queer YouTuber to abuse their platform. Like her, Anna Campbell earned much love for her outspoken persona and strong presence within the community.
Do that again. I gotta get in a better position.
But in 2021, that illusion shattered.
Just in case there is anyone that still does not believe Anna Campbell is an abuser simply because she is a woman, let me remind you who we are dealing with.
We got ads.
Wake the F up.
Behind the pride flags and soft lighting, multiple ex-girlfriends came forward, and what they described wasn't just a toxic relationship.
We are survivors. Anna Campbell has publicly used her platform as a weapon against us and many others. Anna Campbell glorified and fantasized the use of hard drugs in our relationships and to her young viewers, but was aware that I fell into a drug-induced psychosis while in a relationship with her. Anna Campbell filmed videos of me using hard drugs without my knowledge or permission
And sent them to me while I was still in high
high school, glamorizing the use of hard drugs.
But if that wasn't bad enough, Anna didn't just target adults.
Without my knowledge, Anna Campbell was sexting with minors while in a relationship with me. Anna also sent explicit photos to a group chat of young fans, some as young as 12 years old.
In response, Anna tried to paint herself as the victim.
This had a complete breakdown on Twitter. And I think the only way that anybody's going to understand that I really can't take this anymore.
But the internet had already reached its verdict. I've been graped, so I'm not a grapist is the sorriest excuse I've ever heard. Fans unsubscribed, brands pulled sponsorships, and former collaborators publicly cut ties. And while no charges were ever filed and no legal action taken, her reputation was burned to the ground. Anna really needs to take a break from the internet. Get offline. As of 2025, Anna's platform is a shell of what it once was, with no new uploads and comments turned off. But even Anna's horrendous actions did not compare to Lovely Peach's unhinged behavior.
Oh my God,
I am so
trigger
happy
warning.
right now because I'm going to my own baby.
Trigger warning, guys. This one is quite disturbing. Trigger warning, trigger warning, trigger warning.
Real name Brittany Johnson, Lovely Peach's original.
I'm so glad that I found this channel, kind of, because this guy, he busts it out.
Originally rose to internet infamy for her chaotic content. So when she had her baby, people thought it was just trolling. But it didn't take long until it became clear this wasn't a persona. This was a predator in plain sight.
I've already made people have her and a boy her tonight.
Worse, on top of openly talking about abusing her daughter, Cora, Lovely Peaches also bragged about helping predators.
Guys, I just made $150 because I sold Cora to traffickers.
Videos showed her threatening to harm her baby and encouraging minors to send inappropriate photos.
Tell your kids I'll follow them back on Instagram to make them feel better.
But despite all this evidence, for years, the internet simply watched everything unfold. Until 2020, when Instagram, TikTok, and Facebook all began banning her accounts. By then, the FBI had also received numerous reports, and soon, Child Protective Services got involved, placing Cora into full-time protective care, with Johnson no longer allowed to have unsupervised contact with her. But while that makes Lovely Peaches an abusive parent, Ellie Rickson was part of a growing wave of young adults making money through adult content.
I was one of the first ever girls to make a profile on OnlyFans. Ellie's been the driving force between us.
But sometime in 2023, Ellie crossed a line that should have never been crossed.
A lot of people do find what we do is wrong, so obviously we're mother and daughter.
She brought in a 16-year-old girl to film explicit content with her. Once investigations began, Ellie told police she thought the girl was 18. But when law enforcement raided her digital devices, what they found was horrifying. 43 images involving rape, violence, and penetrative acts with minors were classified as the most serious level of child abuse material, and even more files involved minors in sexual or exploitative situations. This was proof that Ellie was, in fact, the predator the internet suspected her to be, and she was charged, receiving a 24-month suspended sentence, which was still better than the outcome faced by Colleen Ballinger, whose YouTube alter ego may be the singer, but in real life, it's she who's facing the music. For over a decade, Colleen was praised as a quirky internet star, building a brand that directly targeted children and teens. But behind the staged weirdness and cringe comedy, a darker truth was unfolding.
Do you want cheese bone? I'd love one. I can't believe I'm reaching in there right now.
And this wasn't new, as exposed in April 2020 by Irish YouTuber Adam McIntyre.
Oh, no. I remember what happened. We walked up, and whenever I was hugging her, she said, "I'm so sorry I didn't bring your lingerie." I was 13 to 15 during this time. I'm still really young now. I'm only 17.
By his early teens, he revealed that the YouTuber had sent him actual lingerie as a joke. But in response to the backlash, Colleen only tried to deflect the blame.
It was like a big joke within the fandom. I did this publicly. That live stream is still up right now. And I've always given out weird, random things in live streams. I've given out a taco costume costume. I've given out old bobby pins, dirty shoes. A few weeks ago, I sent a fan like a single piece of toilet paper. I've always given away weird stuff. And so in my mind at the time, this was no different than all the other weird stuff I send to my fans as a joke.
Unfortunately for her, the internet was not buying her excuses. The kid did not ask for the lingerie. Colleen edited her video to look like that. Adam then posted the uncut video where Colleen made the decision to send it to him. And Colleen was forced to make a public apology.
I see how completely stupid of me. I should have never sent that. I don't know what part of my brain was missing at the time.
But in June 2023, another layer of her grooming behavior came to light.
Colleen did to Cody what she did to me.
Yeah, duh. He was a child. He's not even the only child that she was talking to. She was literally in DMs talking to children about sex. Here's one. Are you a virgin?
Okay, so I never thought these messages would get out, but that was to me. These messages were to me. In our group chat with Colleen, we were in a group chat called the Weenies.
And that was all the internet needed to call for Colleen to be burned at the stake. No wonder her apology video was so terrible. She didn't have underage interns writing it for her. But the YouTuber only dug her own grave deeper with her next, now infamous, apology.
Toxic gossip train. You got a one-way ticket to manipulation station.
Not only was this incredibly insulting to the victims, but it was also the final nail in the coffin of Colleen Ballinger's career. I don't feel enough people are talking about how weird, manipulative, and creepy Colleen is. The fact that she had these close relationships with children, telling them inappropriate-ish and using them as counselors. Since her apology song, Colleen hasn't posted on her main channel. The image of a lovable, awkward YouTuber now long gone. Which is also what happened to true crime commentator Zav Girl.
You guys, I cannot believe it. Zab Girl made it into this guy's channel. I cannot believe it. He put Zab Girl in there, and Zab Girl did some shitty shit, y'all. I didn't even know half of the story. I just knew about pictures and behind a paywall. So this is when I first learned about a paywall. It looks kind of gloomy out there. About a paywall even being a thing. And of course, I'm into the true crime. You know, I do true crime on my channel. I do earth and global economy stuff. But when I seen this channel and I seen this topic, I was shocked to find out that he knew Zab Girl or he knew of her, or he made a video. I don't know how he found this topic or how he found any of these creators that did any of this bad stuff. I just never knew. These evil people are women. These are females. Excuse me. Females. I got hiccups now. Okay, here we go. Let's get ready for Zab Girl. 1, 2, 3, go.
After she decided to profit off a child's murder.
Zav Girl somehow recently acquired Gannon's autopsy photos.
Initially, the YouTuber had a reputation for being calm, methodical, and focused on facts over speculation. But all that changed in November of 2023 when she covered the murder of 11-year-old Gannon Stouch.
Coverage of the Letitia Stauch murder trial. Today, jurors learned more about Gannon Stauch's injuries before he died. Letitia is accused of murdering her 11-year-old stepson, Gannon, in 2020.
She testified saying there were a total of 18 sharp force injuries from a knife or a blade, 4 blunt force injuries including skull fractures, and 1 gunshot wound to Gannon's chin area.
Despite the brutality of the case, Zav Girl uploaded a video that stunned the entire true crime community.
A woman with a YouTube page under the name of Zav Girl somehow recently acquired Gannon's autopsy photos and included them in a video she created on the pay site Patreon. The site charges
Patreon, but I think you can charge whatever amount. She had it for $3, you guys. $3 fucking.
$3 to watch the video.
Investigations revealed the YouTuber had filed a records request for Gannon's autopsy and used it as content to profit from. A snake of a woman to do something like that. I hope Gannon's parents file a lawsuit against her and YouTube. Nothing can be more degrading and disgusting and pathetic as this.
And see, that right there means to me that's a snake. That's what a snake is.
Following this.
When Joey scored his first ultra rare enhancement stone, he couldn't bring himself to use it on his mod mate, Flamau.
Following this backlash, Zavgirl tried to defend herself.
She did it for scientific reasons, for the benefit of people who find the autopsy process interesting and informative.
And when that didn't work, she uploaded a predictable apology.
To those who have supported me and followed my channel, and to the true crime community, I'm sorry I let you down. I cannot imagine the pain Gannon's family has gone through. My anger overwhelmed.
Now, do you guys really believe her? Let me know in the comments. Let me know what you guys think about Zavgirl and what you guys think about this whole channel too. I want to know. I think we all need to go and check him out. We need to get out of he's got some really great content. I'll show you guys in a minute.
Happened to Gannon is the reason I started following the case. I'm not this evil, heartless person.
What?
And who, Pexto, please don't strike me. I enjoy your content, and I'm just sharing it to my little people, my little audience that I have. We're great over here. We will brag about you. We will show you out. You know, make sure you get your like and your sub. But you guys need to go check out his content for real.
Nothing could reverse describing the fatal injuries of an 11-year-old like it was a product review.
Hopefully, she keeps losing subs. Hopefully, every time I come and check, you see how her sub count's going? It's going down.
Since then, Zavgirl has removed the autopsy stream from her channel, which has taken a hit, with streams growing less frequent and her online presence slowly fading away. Much like SS Sniper Wolf, who not only lost her channel, but also did something highly illegal. Let me start by saying I'm sorry for my most recent actions. They are inexcusable. With over 30 million subscribers, Alia Shalesh, aka SS Sniper Wolf, was once seen as YouTube's quirky reaction queen. On the surface, her thumbnails were flashy, her jokes PG, and her brand squeaky clean.
Hello, friends, it's me. Today we're checking out some people whose life flashed before their eyes, caught on camera.
But in October 2023, when fellow YouTuber Jack Films criticized her reaction content for being lazy,
in each of her hundreds and hundreds of videos, she plays other people's TikToks and provides extremely base-level commentary.
This dude is running sideways. Wow.
viewers got to see a different and much more dangerous side of her.
She's in your house right now, Jack.
Shut up.
She's literally outside your
door. Like 5 minutes ago posted.
Wait, what?
She's literally right outside your house.
Oh my god.
And that wasn't all Alia did.
Last night, Sniper Wolf, a massive YouTuber, showed up outside of our home, recorded a video of our home, and then posted it to her 5.6 million Instagram followers.
But long before she doxed Jack Films, SS Sniper Wolf was already showing signs of being a predator.
No, dude, but this is a sexy boy and a cute girl. What's up?
Oh, next Jacob Sartorius.
What's your Instagram?
I have to give it to you now.
In resurfaced footage from her Omegle videos, Alia was seen engaging in highly inappropriate conversations with underage teens, including flirty dialogue, explicit jokes, and invasive questions.
Close your leg.
Close my leg?
Yeah, close your leg.
Why?
Because this is sexual.
How is it sexual? I'm sitting comfortably.
I'm a minor.
Oh my god, I can't sit with my legs spread in front of a minor. Gee.
Yeah.
Worse, she manipulated them, prompting YouTubers like Penguin Zero to call her out.
Encouraging some seemingly underage individuals to do some
That is sick. This lady, everybody that's been on here, besides, you know, Zavgirl probably should have got some kind of, she should have got some kind of repercussions by the law doing that. what she did to Gannon's family. I can't imagine what the dad felt like knowing that she did that behind a paywall. I can't imagine that. I can't. To think of my son being murdered and then some YouTuber takes it and puts it behind a paywall and acts like I would be furious. I don't watch Zab Girl. I'm not subscribed. I'm not subscribed to any of these people other than the channel holder. So here we go.
Degenerate acts on video, and the way she encouraged them was almost like a wager you'd see out of a bad film. She wagered her saying that if these underage looking individuals did what she asked them to do, she'd show.
Actualizing and recording these minors for millions to watch for profit.
He was hella scared to see me like, not this bitch. Next. Hi, you have a very small nipple. I just thought I would throw that out there.
Viewers called for YouTube to take action. YouTube needs to take action. This is setting an unbelievably terrifying precedent for the future, which the platform did, demonetizing Alia's channel, forcing her to finally issue an apology. Let me start by saying I'm sorry for my most recent actions. They are inexcusable. I'm sorry to Jax Films, YouTube, the entire creator community, and my incredible fans for not being a better example for appropriate conflict resolution. But fans were not ready to accept that. YouTube demonetizes her today, and she instantly writes her most generic ChatGPT response to the situation. Goes from joking about it to a fake-ass apology in a day. Since then, her career, once built on scripted gameplay, borrowed jokes, and fake charm, lies in pieces with a permanent stain on her name. Much like what happened to that vegan teacher, real name Katie Karen Diekmeyer, who became one of the most hated figures on the internet for how she promoted veganism.
Turn to Jesus. Why would I do that when I can turn to tofu?
Which she proved she could take even further in a now infamous video where she compared feeding a baby a barbecue rib to sexual assault.
Your sister takes the dead body part of an innocent animal who didn't want to die and feeds it to your child. If this had been somebody's covered in sauce, the child would have had the same reaction.
And if that wasn't bad enough, Katie then doubled down on her stance, using phrases like vegan virginity when talking about infants.
If a mother tells you not to put something in her child's mouth, and you do it, you have essentially to that child's palate. This baby had a right to maintain her vegan virginity.
As expected, the internet was not happy about this. Virginity and baby should never be discussed or uttered in the same sentence. This is repulsive.
What do you guys think
but
about
despite the
that?
backlash,
Because my niece doesn't want her babies to eat certain stuff, different food, which I understand. You know, it's the mother's right to have, but like, I don't think my niece would go that far. Like, I don't know, but she has some people are different when they raise their kids, and they shouldn't, I try not to tell my niece how to raise her kids, but sometimes, sometimes we just have to offer, that's just a weird. Okay, here we go.
for her predatory behavior, Katie is somehow still online, with her most recent controversy being a bold claim about the late Pope.
The Pope is in hell right now because he was cruel to cows.
I'm Catholic, and this frickin' woman makes me so mad. She said the Pope was a disgrace to Jesus and the world is a better place without him. She has a sick, twisted mind. Much like Reagan McNulty, who tried to use her ex-boyfriend for personal profit. Known for soft pastels and dreamy aesthetics,
Come with me to the pumpkin patch.
Reagan shocked the internet in 2023 when she accused ex-boyfriend Mr. T. Lexify of abuse.
I am here to set all of Lex's life straight, and I am here to provide evidence that Lex Adrian Iwan Calista groomed me, raped me, and abused me physically.
She claimed she was a minor and was groomed by her boyfriend.
My story starts with Lex grooming me at the age of 15. Lex was 18 years old at this point. Our relationship was never normal, and there was always an obvious power dynamic from the start. I started off as a fan of Lex's, and Lex would use his power to manipulate me into being silent about what was happening behind closed doors.
Now, the internet listened and sympathized with her until Lex came forward with his side of the story, backed by emails, screenshots, and Reagan's own confessions.
My name is Lex, and this video will be my final response in regards to the allegations I'm being accused of by my ex-girlfriend, Reagan McNulty, or Pierce Softy. The accusations against me are entirely false, and I have screenshot evidence that directly refutes the claims by my abuser and harasser.
According to Lex, Reagan was already cheating on him in 2021 with an underage boy named Lawrence.
She told me she wanted to pursue someone named Lawrence. She was already cheating on me with him months prior as evidence of this Instagram photo. I first learned about Lawrence's true age of 17 when I found her diary that detailed her cheating on me as an adult.
And that wasn't all. Lex revealed that Reagan lured underage boys into their LA apartment.
She had been cheating on me with 5 underage boys from her high school throughout our relationship. She lured them into my place in Los Angeles to take promiscuous photos of her in exchange for...
But even this wasn't the worst thing she had done.
She decided to bite my face for once again looking through my phone and thinking I was cheating. Reagan went into a manic episode and broke a wooden board on my back and then started destroying the Airbnb. Reagan says she was using marijuana, which is not at all possible, as Airbnb hosts do not allow drug use on their property. The Airbnb host, Victor, even questioned why it looked like someone had repeatedly stabbed the walls, which were damages from Reagan that I had to pay for.
After learning about Reagan's predatory and violent behaviors, viewers started sympathizing with Lex. This is absolutely sick. I'm sorry you had to deal through all of this. Much love, man. Hope you much luck throughout your life and career. Reagan, on the other hand, faced massive backlash, losing followers, getting socially blacklisted, and being widely labeled as an emotional abuser across social media, proving that sometimes behind the ring lights and curated content, some creators aren't just influencers, they're predators.
Ooh, I hate that word. It's
Okay,
crazy,
Ron,
guys.
craziest touchdown ever.
Crazy. Alright, let me know what you guys think in the comments. I'm gonna let you guys go. And I'm gonna finish my heat of the night. Make sure you guys go and check this guy out. He has a lot more, and it's really good. He's got some really good stuff. One day ago, I did want to show you guys. Did we do that one already? We did. This one, yeah, because Zab Girl's on there. He doesn't go live, but he does post a lot of videos. He's got one from one day ago called The 7 Deadly Sins. When evil YouTubers get destroyed. This is another good one. This one was 6 days ago. I highly recommend to watch that. I watched a little bit of it. He's got some good ones. Where are the famous streamers? So definitely make some good thumbnails. Thumbnails are hard to make, I think, sometimes. But okay, y'all, I'm going to let you go. Have a great day. We've been here for an hour. I got to start packing. I'll catch you guys on the flip side. Love y'all. Be kind to one another. And just smile. And have a great day.